What I'd like to do now is bring in former All-American UCLA Bruin Karen Walker. She's going to go ahead and help me break down the steps required to learn how to slide. The first thing you do as a coach when you're teaching an athlete how to slide is you've got to figure out which leg is most comfortable for them to tuck under when they get into the sliding position. What we'll do now as we're both standing here is Karen's going to break down each step while she's standing. So by the time we get done, she'll actually be in the sliding position, but it'll be vertical where she's just standing. As an athlete, you need to tuck either your right or your left foot behind the other leg. For Karen, the most comfortable leg to tuck under would be her left. We call this a figure 4 position, whether it's your left leg tucked under or your right leg. Once we've decided which leg to tuck under, then what we do is we just say, go ahead and extend your arms out away from your body. This is exactly what we want the slide to look like when they're on the ground. What you want to do is have every team member get a feel for the sliding position, just while they're standing there in a group. Okay, thanks, Karen. You can just stay right here. The next step that we want to take, and as we're talking about the sliding the whole time, it's important for you as a coach to be very enthusiastic so you can make sliding a very motivated skill to learn. Because if you have girls that are out there that are motivated, they're not going to come in and have that indecisiveness or that indecision that very often occurs when you're learning how to slide. This is where injuries occur. When the girls are running on the base paths and they're not really sure if they should slide. Always tell your girls from the minute they're learning the mechanics, when in doubt, always slide. When in doubt, always slide. And you always tell them that throughout this drill, just because that gets in their mind. When they get out there and they're really not sure, they automatically go down into the sliding position. You've seen Karen in the standing position doing the slide technique, just like that. The next step that we take is we bring in a partner or a teammate. Bobby Simpson's going to come and stand right behind Karen, and what we're going to do is let Karen get the feel for the fall. Because what you're doing in sliding is it's a natural progression of dropping the body onto the dirt and sliding into the base. So many girls have never done this before, so we break it down very simply. All she does is she gets into the sliding position and she falls backward. Bobby will catch her fall. Excellent, just like that. You go ahead and let the girls do this a couple times so they're comfortable with that feeling of falling backward. After you've done that a couple times, then we do what we call a circle drill. This is where all the girls are walking in a circle and the coach is in the center of the circle. Now the coach can do anything he wants to motivate those girls to walk quickly and then get into the sliding position. And I'd like to show that to you right now. What we're going to do is we're going to have Karen just walk around me. Unfortunately, we only have one girl in our circle, but this will give you the idea. Now I want Karen to start walking a little bit faster so she can be a little more aggressive when she gets into that falling sliding position. All I'm going to do, the minute I yell down, Karen is going to go into the slide position. Down, Karen. Excellent. Back up. She continues to walk in her circle. I yell down, Karen. She kicks her leg out, gets back up. Now you'll notice that's good, Karen. You'll notice what important thing that Karen does when she starts her slide is she does an excellent job of kicking the lead leg out. Now the reason we really want to emphasize that as a coach is if you get a girl that has a tendency not to really kick hard or kick fast, you'll notice my upper body is leaning forward. This is one of the biggest mistakes we make when we're learning how to slide. Remember, we kick out nice and hard and fast. That forces our upper body to go back. Now we've got a great preparation for the sliding position. As Karen kicked that leg out and got ready to tuck the other leg underneath, the back of the knee of the other leg, that's the area that you're aiming for when you're tucking that left leg under. Like I said, Karen uses her left leg, but if you feel more comfortable with the right, go ahead. But as far as learning other slides, we'll talk about the pop-up slide a little bit later. If you're one of those individuals that can tuck either leg, I recommend tucking the left leg, and we'll explain a little bit about that later. Another important thing that Karen does when she's going into her sliding position is when she kicks that lead leg, tucks the left leg underneath the other one, she puts her chin into her chest. The reason for that is when you go down into the slide, sometimes the momentum that's forcing you back, you'll have a tendency to bang your head on the ground if you're not careful. So as you go down, make sure the chin is into the chest to protect you from banging the back of your head on the ground. You'll notice when Karen was doing the circle drill, she did an excellent job of keeping her hands and her arms off of the ground. As a coach, you got to remember, this is what the girls are going to want to do. They're going to want to jam their hands onto the ground to try and break their fall or try and ease their fall. Now remember, coaches, you don't want to go to the next step until everyone has successfully completed the circle drill. And remember, some are going to learn faster than others. It's important for you to keep those slow learners motivated and say, hey, it's okay. We'll just keep doing the circle drill with you until you get it done, until you get it right. The coach's motivation and attitude regarding this skill, learning this skill, is so important. And the next step, which we're going to lead into, is going to be one of the funnest. The coach has to be really excited about this part because this is when the girl is going to attempt her first slide. So come on over with me now and we'll go to the next step in sliding. Come on, Karen.